We're back in my room, and I did not do a clothing video this week. I actually have this set up a little different because I'm going to do something a little different this time, and it's going to require me to stand farther back from you so you can see what I'm doing. And what I'm doing is I'm going to show you. This is a video, kind of a show and tell of my coats and jackets. First of all, I'll say, don't judge me. When you see how many I have, don't you dare judge me because it's pretty bad. In fact, this is some of them. I couldn't hang them all up. These coats take up about half of my older son's closet and probably 2/3 of my younger son's closet because there was just nowhere else to put them all. I will say though that most of these came from thrift stores. I would buy them, get them dry cleaned, and I think probably the most expensive one that you will see might have been $14, and that's a lot. I mean, a lot of these coats were less than $5. So there's a lot, but we're not talking thousands of dollars here. And the thing is, see, I find these coats and it's really hard to say no and leave them when they're so cheap and they're so awesome. So that's why I have so many. I can't show you what I'm wearing today. I didn't do a video to show you what I was doing the rest of the week. This week has actually been kind of boring when it comes to my clothes because I've worn mainly just black and gray all week. I don't really know why. I don't know what my problem is this week. I don't know. I've just been in the mood to wear dark stuff, and I've worn lots of black and lots of gray. So nothing really bright and cheerful. I may actually do that tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll wear something a little lighter. I guess maybe. But I want to show you what I have on today, and you may not be able to hear me as well. So here's the jewelry. I'll show you that while I'm right here. I have this necklace right here, which this necklace was actually part of my Halloween costume last year. I was the corpse bride, and this is the necklace that I wore. Although actually in the movie she didn't wear a necklace. I just wanted to. And here's my bracelet. See, I have lots of rhinestones today. Lots of them. And when I was a kid, and see, hanging dangle rhinestone earrings. When I was a kid, I was a real tomboy. I mean, I was so into getting dirty, and I hated wearing dresses, and I would bring critters in the house like frogs and lizards, and I was always catching bugs and stuff. I loved to go fishing, but I loved rhinestones. I don't know why. The bigger the better. Like when I was a kid, I would have loved this bracelet. Oh my God, look at it. It's like it should have superpowers or something. I would have cut my right arm off for a bracelet like that as a kid. But I didn't wear a lot of girly stuff. But something like this would have been, you could have given me this for Christmas, and if that was all you gave me, I would be over the moon with this bracelet or this necklace. Would have loved it. I didn't like jewelry made for little girls, like the little plastic fake. Didn't want that. No, I wanted stuff like this. Yeah. So I'm actually going to take this off because it can get hung up and caught on coats and stuff. I'll show you my dress. It's kind of hard to see. It's a wrap. It's a wrap style. It actually comes with this belt right here, and it's just a wrap style dress. It's not very long. It comes down just above my knee, and I have on black tights with it too. It's very comfortable. It's a BCBG, I think it's BCBG made this. Zips up in the back. $5. Got it at Goodwill. And I want to show you a couple other things. This is totally unrelated, but I wanted to show you. I got this purse. Look at this cool purse. I love this. Look at the handles on that. Totally strung up with beads. And then you have beads here and here. This is a Mary Frances purse, which I've never heard of, but I thought it was really pretty. So I got that one. And this one, which I'm sure is a knockoff, but it was $3. Got this cute little shoulder bag. Here it has the design on the side, and then it has a pocket on the outside. They were just laying right there. I thought I'd show them to you. Okay, I'm not getting ready to fight. I'm actually getting ready to try on coats. I'm taking off my dangly earrings, sticking them out of the way. Now, I have some of my coats here, and I have even more on the floor. So, and I'm going to show them to you in no particular order, and we'll just go from there. But again, like I said, they're all cheap. I swear to you, I didn't buy any of these new. None of them. They're all coats that I bought at thrift stores and places like that. And I would take them and I would either get them dry cleaned, or there's another process. You can have them ionized. If it's leather or something, or suede or something that you can't dry clean, you can get them ionized. It's like $10. Okay. So I'm going to start. I'm going to show you what they look like, and then I'm going to put them on and show you how they look. Okay? And I'm not really sure where they're all going to end up. I may have to just pile them over here. I don't know. This first one is made by Tribal. Now this is not real leather. It's an ivory color. And it zips up in the front right here. And it's so comfortable. It's lined. It has a nylon lining, which is also an ivory color. And it's nice for weather like we have right now. Where I live right now, we've hit that time of year where you need the heater in the morning and the air conditioner in the afternoon. I mean, the weather changes drastically throughout the day. So a coat like this is really good to have. See, it's not terribly thick, but it will keep you nice and warm. Like when I go out on a chilly morning, something like this would be nice. And it has a collar. I mean, if you wanted to zip it all the way up, you could do that. I don't ever do that because I don't like stuff up around my neck. I don't like turtlenecks that come up too high. They just make me a little claustrophobic. Okay, and then of course I have the obligatory black North Face Denali jacket, which, believe it or not, I found at a thrift store. Eat your heart out. It was $5. I actually don't wear it that much. I don't. I mean, I like it. But I don't really wear it that much. It's very warm and very comfortable, but I just don't wear it. Yeah, I'm going to bring you up a little bit. So, I have this, like I said, it's the obligatory North Face jacket, which I think it's actually the law now that if you live around here, you have to have one of these. Preferably in black, but you should have at least one North Face jacket or they'll arrest you or something. I'm not really clear on the details. Oh yeah, this one I like a lot. This is an Old Navy jacket, and it is a wool blend. I love the plaid in this jacket. Look at this. It has dark gray plaid and then lighter gray and a yellow pinstripe. It's actually kind of hard to see. And it has a hood, which does not detach, which is probably why it's still on here. Usually if I have a coat or a jacket with a detachable hood, I take it off and then immediately lose it. I don't know where they go, but they go into a black hole with half of my socks. But this one I like also. Well, I like all of them, which is why I have them. I really need to go through these and get rid of some. I know. I just can't bring myself to do it. So again, this would be more for and actually I would not wear this now. With it being a wool blend. Oh, the pockets aren't real. Some of these I've only worn like one time. Oh, it has pockets here. With it being a wool blend, it's warmer and it's lined. It has a thin lining inside. So I would actually wait until it got a little cooler, like maybe on over into November. I don't know where you live, but in my area, it doesn't get super cold here. I mean, it kind of does, but you know, if the temperature goes down below zero, that's really something. I mean, that's a big deal. If it gets into the 20s at night, that's a big deal. We get all excited. We're wimps. I spent a winter up in Waukegan, Illinois, which is about an hour north of Chicago, and I tell you, after that winter, I will never complain about winter here ever again. Ever. You could see Lake Michigan from my apartment, and I learned all about lake effect snows, and I never want to go through that again. Oh dear God. No, y'all can keep that mess. No, down here when we get snow and ice, it's a big deal. We all run to the store and get milk and bread because I don't know why, but that's just what we do. Anyway, I would not wear this coat now because it is just too thick and warm. This coat has a sort of like a t-shirt lining. It's like t-shirt material. And it's nice, but it's not a super fancy coat. I mean, I would wear it to work, but where I work, it's business casual, and they don't really care what coat you wear. Okay. I should just be hanging these back up. This one I'm especially proud of. This one I got at a yard sale for $1. It is an express wool coat. It's an ivory color. The reason the lady was selling it was because it had peeled really bad. It had the little peels all over it. And I want to say, I bet I spent 3 or 4 hours with my little sweater shaver, this little battery operated thing that de-peels sweaters. And I filled up the sweater shaver probably 10 times getting all the peels off this coat. I just sit and watch a movie and just do that. But it's wool. And I don't know if you can see. I'm going to move you down just a second. I want to show you the ruffles. It has these little ruffles on the back. And it has a sash right here. So you can button it up if you want. You can tie the sash. Sorry. And it was $1. And I like playing with the sweater shaver anyway, so I enjoyed getting to de-peel this coat. But it does peel really bad, and I don't know why. Oh, what's this? It's almost like Christmas. Some of these coats I haven't even thought about. This is a Liz Claiborne Liz Wear coat. Sort of a mid-length coat. Now this one is kind of a puffy, semi-puffy nylon coat. And it has a nylon lining also, and it has some filling in there, some kind of insulation. And it has a hood. And this particular coat still had the tags on it when I bought it. I paid $5 for it. Actually, with my 10% discount, it was $4.50. It was brand new. Somebody bought it or got it as a gift or whatever and never wore it. I mean, it still had the tags from Belk's on it. So it's just a basic black, kind of a mid-length coat. Don't know if you can see you can't really see how far down it comes, but it comes down about mid-length. It's not a waistcoat. And I found this one last year on over toward the end of winter, and I wore it some. I wore it maybe 2 or 3 times before it finally warmed up, and then I put it away. One thing I do like about it, it's very light. It's very, very lightweight, but it's very warm. I mean, I can wear this on some of our really cold days, and it's good enough. I mean, it's warm enough, but it's not big and heavy and bulky. Oh my God, I have worn this thing. This is a J. Crew leather jacket. I have had this thing for years, and I love it. This is one of my favorites. This one was $5 also. It's very soft. Oh my god, it's so soft. It's mid length, has a like a black satin lining in it, and it's just really cool. Let me turn on the light in here. Maybe we can see better. I don't know if that makes any difference or not. I just turned the light on in the bathroom. This is my neat leather jacket. It's not my only leather jacket. It's one of them. I think I have the other one in here too. Now this one I really like. I feel like such a pimp every time I wear this coat. I have one that's even better. And every time I wear it, I get so many compliments on it. This one, I remember I found this one at my favorite thrift store. This one did not come from Goodwill. This one came from Carolina Thrift, which is my favorite thrift store. I'll just go ahead and tell you. And they have tons of wonderful stuff all the time. And I found that in a lot of thrift stores, the best time to go look at coats, the best time to shop for coats is in the middle of summer, because nobody is looking at coats in July. I mean, nobody is even thinking about coats and jackets and stuff like that. So they'll sit for a long time, and sometimes they'll price them lower. Like at my favorite thrift store, things are not priced with a flat pricing scheme like at Goodwill. At Goodwill, most of the coats, depending on their length, are all one price. But at Carolina Thrift, they price each thing, they price things per item. So they determine on an individual basis what they're going to charge for stuff. And in the summertime, you can get a coat like this for less than $10. And it's, this is one of my favorites. Every time I wear it, I get compliments. It has this pretty, well, first you can see the furry collar. And then it has this embroidery on it, like right here. And it runs all the way down. And it's on the bottom trim also. I'll stand on my tiptoes for you to see. It's very hard because I have to keep walking away from the microphone for you to see what I'm doing. But I really, really love this coat. And it has hook and eye closures. It has 4 of those in the front. It doesn't have buttons or a zipper. And it's lined. It has this brown plush lining like a stuffed animal. And it's just really a groovy coat. And it's not suede, but it feels like suede. It is so soft. I think this one actually had to have ionized. I think they said they didn't want to try to dry clean it because it might mess it up. It might mess up the texture of this synthetic fabric. And here's another. This is pleather. It's not real leather. And this was made by Faded Glory. It's a very thin jacket. I remember this one. I got this one last year too. I got this one at Carolina Thrift, and it was, I think I paid $2 for it. I think it was more, but then it was like 75% off or something. I think I ended up paying $2 for this. But it's just a basic, zip up leather look jacket. And it has little pockets. So, I don't think I've worn this one maybe more than once or twice. I mainly bought it because I like the color of it. And it has a, like a brown nylon lining. I like the color brown. I didn't have a jacket this color, so I wanted to get this, and it was cheap, so I thought, why not? If I wear it one time, I can justify it. So now I have, over here on the floor, I have a pile. I was just pulling them out of my kids' closets because I had to hurry up because I had to get them in the bed. But I wanted to get everything out before they went to bed. This one is similar to the one that I just showed you that looks, the fake suede. This is a dark brown, and it has this really pretty faux fur collar. And it has the fur on the fake fur on the sleeves as well. And the lining is the same. It's kind of that plush, super soft lining. This is a waistcoat. It's kind of short. And it has the hook and eye closure just like the other one does. And it ties as well. So this one, I really like this coat. I love this big fur collar. See? And it has sort of skinny, narrow sleeves. And I think I bought this one last year when I went up to see my dad one weekend. My dad lives in Virginia and I went to see him. I think I bought it up there. So this was made by Black Rivet. Black Rivet. Never heard of that. Here is another one of my, this is another leather jacket. This is Isaac Mizrahi Live. Isaac Mizrahi, M-I-Z-R-A-H-I. And it has live with an exclamation point. I don't know. This is another one. I like this one. One thing I really like is this crazy pink satin lining that it has. Kind of a Barbie pink. It's sort of a hot pink. But it zips up in the front. This one I got at Carolina Thrift, and I got this one in the summer, and it was really cheap. I don't remember. It was just crazy cheap. It was less than $10. And it's real leather. It's just hard to get all of it in the shot. So, I like this one very much. This one I think has a little bit more detail than the J. Crew one. It has these flaps here and these buttons. And then the pockets actually have a flap and a button as well. This one, oh wow, I've had this one for several years. This is a Billabong coat, and it's plaid. And it's mainly brown and ivory. Got a little pink in there too. A little bit of pink running through the stripes. I've had this one for years. And I've worn it a lot. This one does come with a hood. And I love the plaid, and it has little side pockets. I love a coat with pockets because if I'm standing around anywhere, I have my hands in my pockets because I have a lot of trouble with anxiety. And if I don't have somewhere to put my hands, I get really bent out of shape. So I like having somewhere to put my hands. Just put them in my pocket, and then I feel better. I think that's one reason why I smoked so long, because it gave me something to do with my hands. It's just a hypothesis, but I think that had something to do with it. So that's my Billabong coat. And the hood does come off. It actually zips off, but I've chosen to leave it on there. Which, like I said, normally I take them off and then I lose them. But this one I have not taken off. Oh, I like this one too. This is a Worthington coat. As you can see, I think this is called a houndstooth check, but it's a large pattern. It's black and dark gray. This would look really good with this dress, but I didn't wear a coat this morning. I kind of wished when I left the apartment this morning, I was going out to the car, I kind of wished I had a jacket on, but it warms up pretty fast when the sun starts coming up, so I didn't worry about it. But it has this really pretty gray and pink pinstripe lining in here. And it's very snazzy. I like it a lot. It's kind of like a pea coat. And it's nice, and it has pockets. So that's a plus. It's got a nice sort of a tailored fit. It has a fitted waist somewhat right here. And it's just, I mean, I could wear this anywhere. I could wear this to work. I could wear this to the grocery store. This coat would look fine pretty much anywhere I wanted to go. Like this weekend, we're going to shoot zombies with paintball guns. I could even wear it to go shoot zombies if I wanted to. I probably won't, but I'm just saying I could. This one is a little different. Most of them that I've shown you have been kind of dark. This one is cherry red. It is unapologetically red. It's made by Alex Ken. I can't read that. Here. I'll show it to you. Alex something or other. And it's very flashy. And I don't think I've ever worn this actually. I don't believe I have ever worn this. It's kind of big, honestly. It's kind of, I don't know. I just feel like the Kool-Aid man with this thing on. Man, I don't know. It's something about all the red, you know, but it has lots of pretty embroidery. Look. It has nice designs to it. And even the buttons have detail. But you can see the back. But yeah, it's different. I got it because it's different, and I just really liked it. It is lined with a black satin or nylon lining. It's just different. Oh, now this one is very special. This one comes from French Room, Ellis Stone of Greensboro. Check it out. This is a vintage jacket, and it has a real mink collar on it. That's real fur. If you're offended, I'm sorry. But this coat is older than I am. I mean, I don't even know how old this coat is. This store doesn't exist. And I would have to go try to look it up somewhere. I don't even know. I've never heard of French Room or Ellis Stone. I have no idea what any of that means. It has to be some kind of local shop. But long before my time, I bet this coat is, I'd be willing to bet it's older than I am. So that mink's been dead a long time. So, and I'm not the one that killed it. I just bought it in Goodwill. I paid $5 for it. I have not, no, I think I did wear it one time. I think I wore it once, and I haven't worn it again since then. But it's actually the only, I think it's the only coat with fur on it that's real that I have. And I can't even imagine what somebody paid for this when they purchased it. See, it's very nice. It's a wool blend. It has wool, and I can definitely tell it has wool in it. I don't know how much. And it buttons up in the front. It's very short. It's a nice, whoops, I buttoned it wrong. But it's very short. It's a nice dress, like a dressy kind of jacket you might wear if you were going out to a fancy restaurant or something. Oh, here's a tag. Let's see. Oh, it has a Union label tag on it, if that tells you how old it is. If you're from the United States and you know anything about garments that were made here. It has a Union label on it. It has Verviers, loomed exclusively for Zelinka and Matlick, New York, London, and Paris. It's a really interesting piece. And it $5. I paid $4.99 for it. And well, with my discount it was $4.50. So yeah, I think I've worn it once. I probably should store it better. Now this right here is my favorite coat. I feel like Macklemore, if you're familiar with that song Thrift Shop that he did. I feel like Macklemore every time I wear this coat. Now I can't wear it much because it is so thick and warm. I will die of a heat stroke, but look at this coat. Oh my God. Or I feel like Kramer in that episode of Seinfeld where he had on the Technicolor dream coat and he's strutting down the sidewalk. That's what I feel like when I wear this coat. And everywhere I go, I get compliments on this coat. It is everything. I don't even, it's fantastic. There are no words for this coat. It is so thick and luxurious. It's fake fur, but look at this coat. Oh my God, look at this. And it has the plush lining in it. And I feel like such a pimp when I wear this coat. I love it. Love it. I have a pair of boots that looks really good with it. Because they're made kind of the same way. They have the fake fur on them on the outside around the top. And then they have like a wedge heel. And the entire boot, they come up to my knees. And they're made of patchwork suede. And the suede is kind of this color. Love wearing them together. This is a baby this is a baby fat coat. And it has the baby fat cat on the back. I'm sorry, it's got me all stirred up. I think it was $10. 10 or 12, I don't remember. But yeah, this came from Goodwill. I saw it across the room and instantly fell in love with it. So the first cold day I will have this out and I will be wearing it. And then I have this. This is a real, that's a tough act to follow. I should have ended with that one. Doesn't even really qualify. This is a thin jacket by Mountain Hardwear. It's basically made of like plush, see? It's like somebody skinned a panda or something. It's very thin, but it's surprisingly warm. And it's kind of like the North Face jacket. It's kind of made the same way. Like right in here, they'll have a different fabric, but it has the little Mountain Hardwear symbol right here. And then I think it's just plain on the back. There's nothing on the back. So it's very lightweight. And this may be what I'll wear when we go shoot zombies on Saturday. Yeah, I'm going to try to do a vlog about it, but I've bought us tickets to go on this, it's like a zombie hayride, where you get on this flatbed truck, and it has chairs on it, and mounted in front of the chairs are paintball guns on these turrets that you can turn. And these zombies, as you go on the hayride, these zombies come out of the woods to attack you. They don't have paint guns and they can't do anything to you, but you can just blast away at them. That's what we're doing this Saturday, Saturday night. So I don't know if I'll be able to do a vlog or not because it's going to be kind of dark, so I don't really know how that would work out, but I'm really looking forward to it. I wanted to do it last year, but we weren't able to go. So I'm really looking forward to going and shooting zombies Saturday. So I'm not done. The next one is an Izod outerwear. And this is again, it's kind of a thin jacket, and it has a quilted material on the outside. Just a black quilted fabric. And I wear this one a lot too, because I don't like big thick coats unless it's really cold. I like a thinner coat or jacket. And this one's very thin. It's kind of fitted, and it's warm, but it's not super warm, so it's good. Actually, in this area, it's good for the majority of the winter, unless we have a really cold winter, which I think we're due for a pretty harsh winter. Last winter was almost not winter at all. It didn't really get cold all winter. I mean, it was great because I hate wintertime. Anytime I can't wear sandals, I'm unhappy. Now this one I like a lot. I used to go to a gym that was a couple of blocks away from where I worked, and I would walk from my office to the gym at least 3 days a week. I would walk over there at lunch and go work out, but they've closed since then. Unfortunately, they closed this past spring. Walking down there, you have to walk between these big buildings, and the wind would just whip through there. It was so brutal. It was so cold in the wintertime. And that's when this coat really came in handy. I wore this coat a lot back when I was still walking to that gym. I have to go to a different gym now. I have to actually drive to a gym, which really sucks. I miss having a gym close enough that I can just walk there. But, oh well. This one is dark gray, and it's a wool blend, and it's very long. I'll show you how long. It's pardon the mess on my floor, but it's really long, and it has a hood in the back. See? I don't know where to put you. I have to keep moving. So, and you can actually, what I would do, I would put on a scarf when it was really cold. I would put on a scarf before I put on my coat, and I would kind of wrap it around my face, and then I would just button up like this. So I had my hood, I had my scarf, and then I would put on sunglasses that were made for people who ride motorcycles, because the wind would blow so hard it would make my eyes water, and by the time I actually got to the gym I looked like I was crying, and I got tired of people asking me if I was okay. So I would wear my sunglasses to keep my eyes from getting watery. I was all bundled up, but it is lined. It has a black nylon lining in it. This one I think might be the most expensive coat that I own. I think I might have gone up as high as $15 for this one. It was made by Jason Cole, Kole, and the hood does not come off. It's just attached. And then it has this little decorative piece in the back that doesn't actually do anything. It's just there for looks. All right. This one is kind of like the red one, only it's I think it's black. It's named by, I never know how to pronounce this. C-A-B-I, is that Cabby? I don't know, but that's who made this. It has this beautiful, feel that. I don't think you, I just said feel that. It's like you're right here. It has this satin lining to it that is brown and black, and I really like the pattern. It's just beautiful. It's made of polyester. Oh no, the lining is polyester, and it's a cotton spandex. This, according to the label, is a cotton spandex blend. And this is another jacket that gets a lot of compliments. I don't know if you can see, but look at the detail on that. That's all embroidered on there, and it's velvety. This is just like velvet. And the sleeves have the same design as the lining inside the jacket. It's kind of long. It's just a long jacket. Oh, and we have flowers down here at the bottom. See? And this jacket is mainly for looks. I mean, it's not really going to keep you all that warm, but it's really pretty. I like this. I would wear this probably with just a pair of plain black. I would either wear this with some thin, some fitted black trousers and maybe a gold blouse, not shiny gold, kind of a burnished gold. Or I would wear it with a skirt that came about here and some black tights and boots, and just maybe a plain black top with like a statement necklace, one that comes down, so that your eyes are kind of drawn to the necklace as well as the jacket. You don't want too much detail going on all over your body. I mean, you want the eyes to be drawn here and there, but you don't want to have so much going on that it's just too much to look at. So this jacket is actually, this jacket is already a lot of detail to take in at once. So I would not go overboard with the jewelry and the colors of the clothing that I wore under it. I wouldn't wear anything with a pattern. I would wear something solid, like solid black pants, solid burnished gold top, or an ivory colored top possibly, but no patterns, no other colors. I would keep it very basic. Maybe a wide belt right here. But I do like this jacket a lot. It's really something. And this is, oh God, I got this, I forgot all about this. This is an Ashley Scott black, 100% wool, full-length coat. And I got this at a yard sale for $1. And the reason I got it was because the lady's dog had slept on it several times and there was some hair on it. So I took it and had it cleaned, and there was a little hole in the lining, and I fixed that myself. And that was probably 5 years ago, and I've worn it every winter since then. It actually says it's for petites. It's petites, but I have like long monkey arms, and it's perfectly long enough for me. So I don't know why they think it's for petites. But it doesn't have a hood. But before I found the gray long coat, this is the one I used to wear to the gym, and I would pull the collar up, and you can actually fold it and button it here up at the top, just like a pea coat. And I would wear my toboggan, which, okay, one thing about hats, if you are from the South, you know what a toboggan is, and it's not what somebody up north thinks a toboggan is. If you are in the South and somebody says, I need my toboggan, they're not talking about a sled. They're talking about a knit hat. Don't make fun of Southerners for calling it a toboggan, because they can just turn it around on you and make fun of you for calling a sled a hat. So, I mean, it can go both ways. We may be nice about it, but when you make fun of us, in our minds, we are just slaying you with all kinds of stuff while we smile. So I had to wear a toboggan. I would wear a toboggan and a scarf with this in my motorcycle glasses. I don't care how I look. It kept my eyes from watering. I got tired of everybody asking me why I was crying. I'm getting off track. Now this one, the thing I love the most about this jacket is the color and the way it feels. It is a dark brown. It's like a chocolate. It's like the color of chocolate. And it's so smooth. It's velvety, soft, and smooth. I don't even know what it's made of. And I don't know who made it. There's actually no tag in here. You know what? I don't know who made this coat. There's no tag at all. Oh, here's a tag. And it doesn't say who made it. But the inside is lined. It has this noisy, like a windbreaker nylon lining. This one is good for fall because, again, it's not terribly thick. It's just enough to kind of keep the cold out. It's good for when it's not terribly cold. It's so soft. I'd actually forgotten about this. I've really enjoyed going through my coats, and we're still not done. I really enjoy going through my coats because I haven't looked at these since last winter and haven't really thought about them that much. So it's just kind of nice to go through and look at them and remember. Like I said, it's kind of like Christmas. Some of these I'd forgotten about. And I'm getting quite a pile over here. This is a navy blue pea coat by American Eagle Outfitters. It has some of my hair on it, and it has a really pretty, like a polyester fleece blue lining inside of it. But it's more of a like a, I don't know, like a cornflower. No, it's not really a cornflower blue. Almost a teal color. But the outside is navy blue. And it's just, gosh, hair's all over this thing. It's just a basic pea coat. There's nothing special. I think I got this one at a yard sale. I don't remember. But I used to have a real deal pea coat. My brother, both my dad and my brother were in the Navy, and my brother, while he was still in the Navy, got me a pea coat one year for Christmas because I told him that's what I wanted. And honestly, I don't know what happened to it. Every time I move, I lose something and I break something and I get hurt. Every time I get wounded and I lose something and break something. And on one of my moves, I lost the pea coat. I have no idea what happened to it. It just vanished, and I was really upset. So I was glad to find this one. It's very similar to the one that my brother got me. See, it has the buttons here, and the back, of course, is just plain. It's slightly fitted at the waist, and it has the little pockets on the side. It's very warm and soft, and it is a wool blend. I love this lining. It's very soft. So that's my pea coat. And this is another one I wear a lot in the winter. This is a suede mid-length jacket by Wilson's Leather. See? And I love the lining on this as well. Look at that. It's like 1970s wallpaper. But it's really silky feeling. But it's not, this isn't a thick, heavy, warm jacket. But it goes with everything. I mean, it really does. This thing looks good with everything. And it has a sash and of course it buttons if you're interested in that. I did have to sew one of the buttons back on. Right after I bought it, one of the buttons popped off. And sewing through suede is really creepy. It's actually, I felt like the guy from Silence of the Lambs sewing the skin. I mean, it's just really sort of unnerving. But it's mid-length, and I did get the button on. Actually, looks like I have another one that's about ready to come off, but we won't worry about that right now. I think it used to have something here because there are these little loops, but I don't worry about it. It's, I really like it. I like the way it fits, I like the way it feels, and it looks good with anything. But yeah, this one wasn't much at all. It might have been $10. I don't remember. I wish I could take you coat shopping with me sometimes, because I find coats and jackets all the time, and I have to make myself put them back, and I really don't want to. There have been so many that I have wanted to get, and I have to stop and think, Mary, you don't have room. I mean, I've already taken over both of my kids' closets with all my coats. I don't have room in my closet because it's full of other stuff. It's full of sweaters and pants and dresses and skirts and shoes and everything else that's not coats. So I don't have any more room. So I have to really steel my will and make myself put it back even when I don't want to. And sometimes I just wish I had somebody else there. It's like, I want somebody to have this coat. I want to buy it for somebody. So this is the last one, and it is made by Positive, and it's gray. Sort of a, like a, I don't know, striped houndstooth check. Gray and darker gray, and it has a gray lining to it in here. And I really love the way this coat fits. It fits me really well. It just feels like it was made for me, and it makes me happy when I wear it. But the pockets aren't real. I forgot about that. They're fake. But this is one that I wear some. I wish the sleeves were about a 1/2 inch longer, but I guess they're okay. So this is my last coat, and I don't actually know. I'm gonna have to move all these before I can get out of here. I hope there's not a fire. So I didn't count them, so I'm not really sure how many I have. And I hate to admit it, but this isn't all of them. I actually have a few more at my mom's house in one of her closets. I know I have a problem. But when they're so cheap, it's hard to just leave them there, you know. So, thank you for watching. I know this video was a little different and disjointed, and I apologize for that. But thank you for watching anyway. And if you're interested, I will see if I can get back to doing the outfits of the week when I can. Some weeks are just absolutely crazy and I can't do it, but I am starting to move into fall and winter stuff. I'm not wearing the warmer weather stuff that much. And but I would like to show you some of the things that I'm going to put together as far as outfits go, if you're interested. So anyway, thank you again for coming to see my coats, and I will see you later, I hope.